From Uurwerk to Audemars Piguet, the Wandering Hour hand complication has always been an absolute massive hitter on the market, but usually unattainable to anyone with an average income. But Also 8 have decided to correct that with their latest release. The King is inspired by and themed around casinos, and I think you're definitely going to see that. But is this one that we need in our collection? Hi guys, my name is Jason and I am your watch guy today. Obviously on this channel we love insane watches, but usually insane watches come with insane price tags. Alto 8 have decided to try and combat that with some of their releases, and the latest one is no different. Usually reserved for the super rich, this piece is attainable to someone like me or you. It shouldn't be possible on the affordable market, but here it is. They're linked below. Let's get into it. This is the Alto 8 King, and for me, Alto 8 are the kings of making unattainable complications affordable. This satellite wandering hour piece is usually something that you'd see from the masters of horology. Backed by the Miyota 9039 movement, you can rarely see what the focal point of this piece is. Each of the three hands hold 4 hour markings and they rotate as time goes by. The movement has been modified to allow a slower passage of time and therefore has a 38-hour power reserve. The center of the piece has been replaced by a poker chip, which really does highlight the inspiration of this piece. It's available in multiple different color options, but after seeing them, the jade green clubs was the one that had to be the one coming to me. The green is really highlighted against that subtle casing which has a matte effect to it. It is a titanium casing and you can definitely feel that while it's on the wrist. Accented by that green leather band, they've really picked the perfect options for me. The casing's really well refined and almost classic, and I think that really does highlight the insane complication in the center of the watch. On the wrist, the 38.8mm diameter is pretty much ideal for me, and along with that, the 46.7mm lug to lug really works well. It almost has a more dress watch type of feel to it when you wear it, and that being said, it's been something that I've really enjoyed having on. The casing is a titanium alloy with a fantastic finish. The fixed bezel is concaved, which highlights the massive domed sapphire in this piece. It does have some AR coating to it, but I would have liked to see a little bit more because sometimes when you catch it in the light, it is a little bit obscured. It does also contribute heavily to the thickness of the piece. It comes in a 13.4mm thick, which you would probably expect on a dive piece. However, that is pretty much all due to that domed sapphire. The crown is a simple pull push crown. It has good levels of grip on it, which makes it very easy to manually wind this watch. As well as that, it is signed with the Alto 8.8. The case back is screwed down and again, very simple. There is no motif in the center. We just have the usual specifications around the outer edge. It comes in all together with a 50-meter water resistance. Not the best in the world, but considering the style of the piece, you can see where it comes from. This dial is insane in every light, and I don't even think we can really call it a dial. It's just a massive hour complication. The upper section is dedicated to the minute track, which does have intricate markings to it, and they match to the point on each of the hour sections. I will say it's not the easiest to read, however, the general time is very easy to get a hold of. Each of these rotating sections are highlighted with that beautiful green colour, and the actual hour markings to them are loomed. The loom shot on this one is definitely a showpiece. The title of this colour option is Jade Green Clubs, and that clubs is highlighted on the second disc in the loom shot. Along with the hour markings, the minute track is also loomed, and that means that you can definitely get a better visual of the time in lower light situations. Completing the dial at 6 o'clock is the Alto 8 logo. Not the usual positioning for a brand's name. However, I do like that they put it at the 6 o'clock because it stops it from obstructing anything else on this piece, and obviously the brand name is not the showpiece here. The band is pretty spectacular. It matches in with the colours perfectly for me, using the same tones of green, and this leather is really comfortable on wrist. We have plenty of levels of fit to it, and the stitching is pretty spot on also. I would have liked to see the buckle matched to the casing. I think that's something that they definitely need to sort out in production because it takes away from the rest of the design, and that one little extra step would have really nailed it home for me. It is, however, signed with the Alto 8 logo, which I do have to give them some sort of props for. I think in terms of being a little bit flashier, and that's exactly what you want in a casino watch. This green band is the perfect option. It just highlights the fact that you've got something special on your wrist. And I think to a point it works even better because of how subdued the casing is. It highlights everything else. The Wandering Hour satellite complication is definitely a mind blower for a lot of us, and it's not something that the average consumer can always afford. That being said, there are some fallbacks to this piece that I want to mention to you. First of all, it is billed as an affordable access to this complication, and that's exactly what they put in all of their press releases. However, have I been told the price? No, I haven't. So I am just hoping that this stays in line with the other models that I've seen from them, which are, in all fairness, really affordable. Make sure you're subscribed to the Kickstarter below, because obviously you want to get in with that early bird pricing and get the best deal you possibly can for yourself. Also, the buckle not being matched to the casing kind of gives me a little bit more of a budget feel, and I don't like that. As I said, it needs to be addressed. Not everyone will be a fan of the more complicated time-telling aspect to this piece. However, if you've got to this point in the video, firstly, you should go down to the bottom and subscribe, because I offer so much more watch content just like this and you'll love it. Also, it shows that you're kind of interested in this type of complication. Finally, I understand the casino theme. I'm not a big fan of the hour markings being replaced with the Queen, Jack, and Ace. It doesn't work for me. Give me the numbers, please. But again, I do understand the theme, and that's how they're trying to process that. That being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe it really works for you. Maybe it's an aspect of this piece that you absolutely love. As an overall piece, I think it's something that a lot of us will consider, especially considering it's coming from an affordable brand. As I say, they haven't told me the price yet, but going on their past releases, you can never really argue with their pricing. They're always really affordable and attainable. As an overall view, exactly what I expect from Alto 8. Insane watchmaking, insane time telling, but hopefully at a really reasonable price. Thanks for watching today, guys. This watch has been really fun to assess. It's been really fun to wear. I think it's probably going to sell out pretty quickly, so make sure you are quick on that click. Remember to subscribe to the channel below, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.